Hello there, what is up? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me today. If you are new here, welcome. On this channel, we share one little spark of life in each and every video. Every Monday and Friday, we talk everything lifestyle, beauty, and subscription boxes, and every Wednesday, we talk everything Disney. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, that way you will not miss another upload. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my fitness journey of walking/jogging 3 miles every single day in August. So when I first set this challenge for me at the end of July, I was going to take you on my walks and jogs with me. But some of the places that I do go out and walk and jog are residential. I wanted to respect the privacy of those people who live in the neighborhoods. And then I thought, well, if I can't do that each week, I will sort of like give like, hey, this is what this week was like, and sort of like a 1990s videotape, like video diary sort of way. But I failed tremendously at that. That was actually going to be the first format, because if a few months previous, my first kind of wellness challenge of drinking a gallon of water a day for a week proved anything, is that I forget to update my progress. And that is exactly what I forgot to do. So instead I decided to just sit down with you, talk to you, hopefully not too ramble style, just about what the month was like for me, sort of go into a little detail about my fitness journey in general. And at some point in this video, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be the middle or the end at this point, so you really do have to watch the whole video just to see them. I will be showing you like before and after fitness shots just to see exactly what walking and jogging 3 miles a day for a month did for me. Overall, let's talk about my fitness journey. I was actually looking through old photos today, not necessarily for this video, but just I was looking through old photos and I was looking back during like 5th, 6th grade that I thought that I was like, I genuinely thought that I was an obese child, but I really wasn't. I was just an extremely tall child. Like I grew to the height that I am now. I'm like 5'6"-ish. I grew to that height in the 4th grade. I towered over everybody, and I was always sort of like, once I like got that height, I was sort of always like thick set, I guess you could say. I think I equated that in my child's mind, specifically because all of my classmates were like super short, like normal child size, but like much shorter and much smaller, like petite than me. I equated myself to being obese as a kid, but looking back on those pictures today, I really wasn't. But something happened between, I don't know, I want to say like 6th and 7th or 7th to 8th. At some point in there, I really did put on a ton of weight. Like I put on like well over 100 pounds. My viewers have pointed out my scar in previous videos, which is perfectly fine, but I do have Hashimoto's disease. I do have thyroid issues. So I don't know if it was just that like thyroid issues. I physically didn't start to feel my thyroid issues until I was about 21 or 22, but it may have very well been that like back then, that's when it sort of started, and just I gained a whole bunch of weight. I'm not exactly sure why, but all throughout middle and high school, I was well over 300 pounds. And this is actually a picture of me. I think I had lost around like 15, 20 pounds from my heaviest to this picture. This was a picture of me. This is a picture of me on my 18th birthday. From that picture to this point, I had lost well over 100 pounds. Now, this point was, I'm bad with time, so I'm bad with remembering ages, but those two pictures, I want to say, are probably 11 or 12 years apart. That losing the weight did not happen overnight at all, and I am sorry to say that I really don't know how I lost that weight. There was a time that I was extremely ill with mysterious stomach issues that ended up being a dead toxic gallbladder, and then other issues which ended up being endometriosis. So there were some points that I just wasn't feeling well, I wasn't eating, I was not getting any nutrition, so that may have caused some of that weight loss. Some of that weight loss was due to walking, yoga, and light kettlebell workouts, Pilates, things like that. I can't honestly say that I stuck to a certain diet or that I was a person who stayed at the gym like countless hours in a day. I actually hate going to the gym because you're just breathing recycled sweaty air. I'd much prefer working out at home or going outside and working out. But like, yeah, so I'm very sorry about that because I have no earthly clue how I lost over that time period all of that weight. That is where I was perfectly fine with where I was, and things towards the middle of 2018 started to happen, and to be honest, quick spiral of both my health and my fitness. So in the middle of 2018, I had my second pelvic scrape for endometriosis, and that one unfortunately did not take at all. So without really getting into the struggle that was and is endometriosis, let me know in the comments down below if you would like to hear a video about that. However, after that second pelvic scrape, my doctor put me on hormone treatments, which did not take, and I was taken off of those. And I was put onto long-term chemo treatments that have hormones in them as well. He wanted me to do that for an entire year. After 6 months, I could pumpkin spice latte basic, literally could not even. So they also were not working at all for what he wanted them to do. So I was taken off of that, and then I was put on, again, a different set of, but equally as intense hormones for about 2 months. I pulled the plug on that. Like, I just stopped taking them because I was just sitting in a corner and crying all day long, and that was just not beneficial for anybody. In the scope of that, I also had thyroid surgery, and my thyroid was already not working, but then like a chunk of it came out, so it ended up just not working any further. A few months later, with another doctor, I had a major pelvic abdominal surgery that by doctor's order put me out of commission from exercising for an entire year. All that kind of combined, the hormones, the chemo, the 2-3 surgeries that I was recovering from, all of that, like, my health completely downward spiraled, but so did my fitness. And when I say health, I mean like physical and mental health, immune system health downward spiral, but my fitness did as well, because whenever I say like I was not allowed to exercise, I mean I was not allowed to exercise. I could not do any low packed exercising, could not do even yoga or like walking for fitness, could not lift anything, things like that. So really and truly, all of that, and I'm not making excuses by any means, I'm just sort of setting up, you know, like I said, this is my fitness journey. So all of that led me to go from this to this. And this video is not to say that one body type is better than the other, and I genuinely don't feel that way about anybody. Now, I do have to say, because I was sharing with one of my friends, kind of like all those pictures, because she met me after this had all happened. And so like I was sharing pictures with her, and she asked what was I happier with? And to be honest, it really doesn't matter to me personally. I do have to say though, that whenever I was thinner, people respected me a lot more. Like they took what I was saying seriously. And by people, I mean like coworkers and stuff, took what I was saying a lot better. But besides that, I'm sort of honestly happy regardless. It's just that overall, I'm not feeling my best. I'm just kind of starting to feel better from my last surgery's recovery. We're still working on like getting my thyroid levels good, but I'm starting to feel better, and so I'm starting to notice that like I have a tad like this much more energy to do things. So that is why I'm starting this fitness journey. So that is why I'm setting little fitness goals for myself. So let's talk about the goal of actually walking 3 miles a day for an entire month. I just want to say that I did not start out the month of August going from sitting on the sofa binge watching old episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. No, for July, I was walking 1 to 2 miles per day. So I'd already started on that fitness journey, but I thought, hey, let's bump it up to 3 for August. Still with that, I did listen to my body. I live in Louisiana, and in August, it is 5 million degrees with 1,000% humidity. If it was really, really too hot outside, or I just had very little energy, I was not going to put myself out there. Since my last surgery, I'm having a really tough time controlling my internal temperature. So hotter days, or if I woke up too late to really go outside, I did my walking indoors. And anytime that you start or are continuing on your fitness journey, I would highly suggest that you do that you do listen to your body and you do respect your body. And because I'm not a really like big fitness buff person, I don't know why this is. I tracked my walking miles, of course, my steps, my speed, all of that, and I found that I was much quicker walking indoors than I was outside. I'm not sure if it was because outside I was dealing with like the heat and humidity and stuff like that, and that slowed me down a little bit. If that is the case, let me know in the comments down below if you find that you walk quicker indoors than you do outside as well. So from the beginning of August to the end of August, inside, I actually improved my walking/jogging speed by 5 whole minutes, which blew my mind. Now outside, not as great, but it was an improvement. I improved my outdoor time by 2 whole minutes. You may be sitting there going like, oh, that's not that good. But like, to me it is. Like, we look at small victories, right? As far as how I am feeling, we just started school and I did not walk at all this week. It could have been because I did not exercise this week, or it could have been because school started. But regardless, like, I am dragging. I am truly, truly feeling it. But for all of August, I did not feel that. I felt good. Like, yes, with my energy levels, I did still have like giant peaks and valleys, but overall my headspace was pretty good. My body felt pretty good, I guess you could say. Peaks of my energy level stayed up like longer than dipping into exhaustion. So one thing that I really did find was that the 3 miles took time. I'm not the quickest walker or jogger. So even though I said that like my time improved, it was more so that I was doing it for endurance more so than really focusing on time. The next few months, I plan to focus on decreasing the time that it takes me to do those miles. It took a while and it took a chunk out of my day. And sometimes I felt like I needed that time to sort of clear my head. But other times I felt like it was just like, that was time that I could have been doing other things. And I am one of those people who I am all about, like, you take time for self-care. Like, you take time for self-care, but I can never seem to take it for myself. So I'm sure that like, if I had that mentality, like, it is time that I was taking out of my day that I could have been using for something else, but it was also being used for my self-care and for my wellness and for my fitness. So let's talk about pictures. I have before and after, the side view of before and after, and the front view of before and after. So on Instagram, a lot of fitness accounts that I do follow will take pictures of their back, like to see like the progress that they're making on their back, and I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So overall, as the month went on, I found, of course, that I was feeling better, but that my clothes fit better as well. Or not necessarily that they fit better, they were just fitting looser. I do not have a scale because I have found that scales are not 100% accurate. Plus, I'll get sort of like compulsive with scales. So I'm not exactly sure how much weight, if any, like pound-wise, that I lost. But yeah, I could feel it in my clothes, and I could also feel it in my body, specifically like my upper body, that I was just getting a little fitter. So am I going to keep up that pace? No, probably not. Probably not specifically like 3 miles, 3 miles, 3 miles, but I do definitely plan on keeping up the walking and jogging. I do want to start working on my time. So I think now my fitness challenge, fitness goal, what have you, is to complete like a couch to 5K or a couch to 10K sort of thing, just because those are designed not only for endurance, but also to get your speed up. So please let me know in the comments down below if you have had any fitness challenges. If you would like to share your fitness story down below in the comments, you are more than welcome to do that. I do read all of your comments and I do my best to respond to all of them. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button on the way out. It would help me out tremendously. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!